A good field trip can broaden children's experiences and teach them about the world around them. What better way to learn about firefighters than to ask them questions during a visit to the local firehouse? Off-site excursions get you outside and offer you time to enjoy yourself and the children in a new way. A lot goes into preparing and organizing an off-site excursion. You collect permission slips, pair up chaperones with children, and check and restock your emergency bag. You're careful to make sure that children's basic needs, including giving medication, can be met while you're away from your program. When planning a field trip, you should ask yourself two things. 1, will any of the children need medicine while I am on the field trip? And 2, will any of the children who remain at the program site need medication? If you answered yes to either of these questions, you'll need to develop a plan. You should start by thinking about the way you'll carry the medication. Remember, it must be kept in its original container or bottle. Pack it separately from food and other supplies. A plastic container works well. If medication gets too warm or cold, it may lose its effectiveness, so don't leave it in direct sunlight or in a closed area. Take particular care when bringing medication that requires refrigeration. You'll want to make sure that you keep it cool but not frozen. Depending upon the length of your trip, an insulated lunch bag works well. Pack any supplies you might need to give the medication. Also, be sure to pack hand washing gels or wipes. They make good substitutes if running water will not be available. You'll also need to bring the child's original written medication consent form and log of medication administration so you can match the 5 rights. Don't wait until you return to your program to write down that you gave the medication. You need to log that information immediately. Also, be sure to bring any as-needed medication like asthma inhalers or epinephrine auto-injectors. If some children aren't going on the field trip, you'll need to have an approved medication administrant available to meet their needs while you're away. You'll also need to bring a first aid kit with you on your field trip. Each child care program must have a first aid kit stocked with items needed to treat a broad range of injuries and situations. Larger programs usually have many kits. Your healthcare plan lists what you will need in your first aid kit and where it will be kept. Programs within a 10-mile radius of a nuclear power plant have instructions for using potassium iodide in the event of radioactive emissions. All programs within this 10-mile radius, even those that choose not to administer medication, can keep potassium iodide in their first aid kits. Programs must inform families of the plan for the use of potassium iodide. Potassium iodide does not require a physician's prescription. Giving it to children in the event of radiation exposure is recommended by emergency management specialists, but it is not required. You'll need to get permission from parents if they do not want potassium iodide given to their children. If you are located near a nuclear power plant, or if you're not sure, contact your licensor or registrar for more information. Field trips can be great fun and a wonderful learning experience. So remember, whether walking down the block to the local library, going to the area zoo, or even playing in your own backyard, you need to make sure you have a fully stocked first aid kit and ready access to medication.